Quick disclaimer guys, the clips you are about to watch was recorded before Alex Earle released an apology, and I just want you guys to see my honest reaction, because I have no regrets. Because I turned out to be kind of right. But anyways, afterwards I would get into the apology because the apology is very telling. But anyways, let's move on to past me. Imagine you're a big influencer and screenshots of your extremely questionable past came out. And your reaction to those things were not to apologize for the racist things that you said. It was not to stay silent like many influencers do. It's not even to clarify what you've done, even though we don't need much clarification when it comes to saying racial slurs. No, you created your own category for this. You decided to trademark your racial slurs. I wish I was making this up. Why did you say bye-bye Annie? Take a joke, nigga. With who, my nigga? Nigga, why do you care? Nigga. All of these posts were allegedly made by Alex Earle on the platform called Ask FM. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a platform where people can go and ask you anonymous questions. Those responses that she made containing the N-word
multiple times
were to questions that people were asking. And this was posted in 2014, and she allegedly responded to those things. Now, how did we even get here? Yesterday, I stumbled across a video on TikTok of a podcast clip from the Do We Know Them podcast. And these two young ladies said that they were served a cease and desist. You know what? Let's just watch a video together.
Super quick. Speaking of weird ass people who have a lot of money and just try to make things go away, Alex Earle had her lawyers email us. I have to say it. I can't keep it in.
It is the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
They emailed us, first of all, thinking that we have any control or association with our subreddit, even though it is stated multiple times on every single post that we have no affiliation with that. We don't moderate it. We don't have any access to it. And either way, her lawyer contacted us and said that we have violated their copyright.
Oh, no. We have violated like a dozen laws, according to this email, including like money laundering or something. Like it's Janet level, like you're gonna go to jail for years. Like, but it was
you're
the
wondering
weirdest shit
why
ever.
this would even happen, because we haven't spoken about Alex Earle in a while. It's because someone posted on our subreddit on the like heels of the Brooke Schofield stuff. Well, Alex Earle apparently has her fair share of a racist past with using the N-word a lot on her Ask FM. And so people posted screenshots of that in our subreddit. And her lawyer said that they have a trademark to that, which is like, you trademarked her racist Ask FM things? Like,
Literally,
what?
I was like, oh, that's a creative tactic.
My co-host Ali said, y'all won't believe this. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, after watching this clip, I was extremely suspicious that there is a chance that this video is altered because AI is getting crazy, y'all. AI can literally steal your voice and put it over any video of you speaking and say that you said those things and make you say any bizarre thing. And so I was like, you know what? I literally just now, while sitting down, decided to go look for this original episode myself and find the clip of these young ladies on the Do We Know Them podcast. Sorry, I don't know them. I don't really watch podcasts like that, but I'm assuming like they're big. They have a legal team that backs up everything they're saying. They probably even had a legal team that reviews these things because they have over 118k subscribers on YouTube that tune into their podcast every single week or almost every other day. And so I went ahead and went on their original page to find where was this clip taken from. And it's from episode 168 at 1 hour 9 minutes and 4 seconds, where they basically said the same thing from that clip we saw on TikTok. This is the original episode that it was taken from. So yes, this clip is real. I got suspicious because in that clip we just watched, you can see that the words aren't matching up to their mouth because it's a little bit delayed. But yes, these were said. Alex Earle did indeed try to take legal action over a subreddit that they don't even own. This has no connections to them. Again, there is room for misinterpretation. So I will be saying that even down to what they're saying is alleged. I will trust that they have more resources than I currently do to confirm that someone tried to take legal action over you. So yes, I will take their word for it when they said that Alex Earle tried to silence them, or Alex Earle's legal team, allegedly, over a subreddit which they have no connections to, by the way. That's how desperate they are to try to clean this up. How is this even real life? But all of these things are still alleged. That will be our buzzword for today. Alleged. So I went ahead and tried to search up these original racist posts myself. And even to find that, it was difficult because allegedly they are actively trying to silence a lot of people who even post screenshots of it. So when you search up Alex Earle trademark on Google and you click Google Images, literally only one accurate result showing these screenshots show up. And this is coming from an Alex Earle snark subreddit, which I do not support. I will say this now and make it very clear. I do not support snark pages. I do not support hate pages. I do not support pages that target after specific people and try to make their life a living hell, trying to actively cancel them in every way they can. These screenshots are on this Alex Earle snark subreddit. This is literally the only place I can find the original screenshot. And I am a firm believer, 1000%, that people can change, people can grow. And I do 1000% understand that this was said when she was only 14 years old. Is that excusable? No. But I will say it's a direct byproduct of their environment. And I'm not gonna act like that's not a thing, because I gotta be realistic. No child is born racist. And I know that Alex Earle is from Florida, and being someone who unfortunately is from Florida, it's a red state. There's a lot of racist people here, and I had to learn that only just recently, the hard way. So I would not be surprised if she grew up being fed racist things. But like normal people, when things like this come to light, the first thing you would think to do is apologize. Clarify that you no longer think that way, if you no longer think that way. Or you can pull the douchebag move and choose not to say anything about it. But they took it the extra mile and choose to trademark. Take a joke. Nigga, why do you care? My nigga. And that tells me that there's a possibility that nothing has changed. There's a possibility that she is valuing her image over realizing that what she said at the time was wrong. Because we could have easily said, this is things of the past. Almost everyone, some of y'all faves used to say a lot of racist things. We're humans, we fall short of our mistakes. But no, Alex Earle did not realize that she made a mistake, allegedly. She trademarked it. I realized I didn't even say what trademarks mean. According to the United States Patent and Trademark Office, a trademark can be any word, phrase, symbol, design, or a combination of these things that identifies your goods or services. It's how customers recognize you in the marketplace and distinguish you from your competitors. The word trademark can refer to both trademarks and service marks. A trademark is used for goods, while a service mark is used for services. A trademark identifies the source of your goods or service, provides legal protection for your brand, helps you guard against counterfeiting and fraud. So I just want to know, what's going to be the end goal here if all of this is true? Is she going to make a shirt with these quotes, to sell it to, her audience, who clearly does not care, by the way, whether or not they're supporting a racist person? Is she going to make a shirt? Is she going to sell goods and services like, the website said? Like, I would love to see a video of her saying that she had merch dropping, saying, take a joke, nigga. Y'all know what's hilarious? A lot of people are saying that, oh, this is very smart on her legal team's end. But I think it's very dumb. I think they are paving her downfall. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and say that her legal team sucks. Anybody on a legal team would say, don't acknowledge this or apologize. Do damage control. They decided to trademark, allegedly, the stupid things that she said in the past. And you know what's crazy? This whole situation just popped open a can of worms for her. Because when you go ahead and search up on Reddit, there's people saying that she liked her stepmom's anti-Black Lives Matter and pro-police Instagram photo that was posted in July 2020 when a lot of people were protesting for BLM. People were protesting against the killing of George Floyd. Her stepmother decided to post that she's pro-police. And whereas I'm not going to read this full post because my memory card is going to be full, but this person basically said that Alex Earle allegedly liked this post. But when I went back to see if her like is still there, it's gone. But this is her stepmother. And Alex Earle has also been exposed for, not exposed, but she was also a very loud red hat with the white writing supporter. I'm not here to judge anyone for their political beliefs. You believe whatever you want to believe. You support whoever you want to support. That is your right. But what I will say is that there is a strong correlation and there's a strong possibility that a lot of the behaviors are stereotypical, and it's pointing towards why we should not be surprised that instead of apologizing for her making racial slurs, she's trademarking it and actively trying to silence a bunch of people for it. And there's a lot of people saying that they made posts about it. It was taken down. There's people saying that they also received cease and desist for even speaking about Alex Earle's racial slurs. So I will not be surprised if, like Brooke Schofield, I don't even know how to say her name. I won't even be surprised if there's a bunch of other things that's about to come out, and they probably will come out. I would not be surprised if her team is taking and will continue to take legal action instead of apologizing. Okay, so this is Izzy currently. So the apology was released while I was editing the video and I was just about to post the video. Which is hilarious. And when I tell you guys, this apology is a hot mess. It's probably one of the worst apologies Up next with Colleen Ballinger. But up next to her ukulele apology, it's probably like on the same playing field. So Alex Earle decided to release an apology via Instagram story and TikTok stories. Because it only has to be up for 24 hours. We don't want that sitting permanently on your page, because that would mean it's permanently on record that you confirmed that you did say those things. And you also don't want people to see that you're permanently sorry. It's just for anyone who's happening to be. It's just for anyone who's happening to be why am I saying that? It's just for anyone who happens to follow you on Instagram or TikTok, which I don't do either of those things. That's why I didn't get to see the apology until 20 hours after it was posted. But for some reason, even though this was just 20 hours, I went back on her page and the apology was gone. So I don't know if she deleted it right away or like a few hours after, who knows. But y'all, let me read this apology to y'all. This heartfelt, heartwarming. Like I felt where she was coming from in that apology. Like I totally saw that she had immediate regret by posting it on her 24 hours viewed only story. And by surprise, it's in text. A couple weeks ago, screenshots surfaced from my old Ask FM account showing me using a slur in the summer of 2014. I am taking accountability and want to make it clear that I was 13 years old. You don't have to make it clear. We knew. 2013, we did the math. Even though I said 14 in my video, it's 13. We did the math. It's okay. We know you were 13. No need to push that guilt upon us for saying like, oh my gosh, it's a slur. People just trying to make sure you're not racist, girl. That's it. People who look like me are just trying to make sure you are not racist. We just trying to make sure we're not supporting somebody who possibly hates the living lights out of us. And I know after this, if she is allegedly, don't really like people who look like me, she probably was pissed when we found that out. She probably was like, who do they think have the audacity to... You know what? I'm just speculating. I'm just making fun of the situation at this point, and did not understand deeply offensive meaning behind that word, as every other person didn't. Like, it's so crazy that when I was 13, I know a lot of people are using this narrative. When I was 13, I didn't even know what a lot of slurs were. Like, it's so crazy that to a lot of people, being racist was just so normal. And it makes sense because, America was built upon the foundations of racism, which is crazy and insane to think that's normal for a lot of people. But it's hilarious to think that there are some people that were like, yeah, I know not to say that word. And then there were people like Alex who knew not to say that word, but they thought it was okay anyway because I'm not black. It's normal to make fun of black people. It's normal to use racial slurs against and with other people who might or might not be black. And they understood that at that time, they weren't supposed to be saying that word, but because nobody, held you accountable for saying it and nobody really cared because all the other white kids were saying the word. Anyways, it's normal. That is no excuse for using that word in any context or at any age. That absolutely is not the way I speak or what I stand for. But you post the apology on your story for 24 hours, ma'am. We can totally feel how you are trying to convey your feelings through the text. I am deeply sorry that my words have hurt many and have led people to believe that I have any prejudice in my heart. I promise you that could not be further from the truth. My platform has always been focused on positivity, entertainment, and uplifting others, and will continue to do so. I am sincerely sorry to those I have offended. Who have you offended? Because it's not the girls in your comments saying like, we understand you, queen. We apologize, queen. Well, not apologize. I watched one of D'Angelo's videos on the Brooke Schofield situation, and I realized that it's actually quite common. Whenever people are caught being racist in the past, they're always so afraid to say who they're apologizing to and who they're offending. Like, who are you apologizing to? Are you guys scared to say the word black? Black is not a slur, y'all. Like, I'm very much aware that I am black and it's black people you offended. You might have disappointed some people who might look anyway, but it's okay to say black. But a lot of the girls who look nothing like me were quick to accept the apology because these are the people who felt deeply offended. Deeply offended that she said the N-word. I find it so crazy how white people are so quick to accept another white person apology when it comes to racism, but don't let you say something else that have to involve a cat or a dog. Buddy, you're going to jail. But animal abuse, I have my co-host Ali over here who I love deeply. Anybody hurt him, you getting hurt. I regret how I handled the situation, allowing too many people to talk me out of saying something for too long. I'm assuming too many people are either PR, friends, or her legal team, which let's move on to the next part because this is going to give us a whole lot more context and even add more confusion into like what I was saying before. I wasn't sure how to handle it, and unfortunately, the advice I was given, although well-intended, was wrong. There's no one to blame but myself for not standing my ground and going with my gut to speak out right away. It's so crazy how she said that after directly blaming the people who told her not to say anything, but in a way, I could kind of believe this. Immediately as an influencer, I'm not an influencer, but I can imagine like if some scandal was to come out about me, and even though I know it's not true, if I had a huge team behind me, I'm pretty sure the first thing they would say is not to say anything, or like, you know, gather up my legal resources and all that stuff before saying anything, before I get myself into some more trouble. I can see that being true, but girl, after seeing all these other influencers do this and have run into the same racist situation, this whole thing apparently has been out for a month, and I only found out about it through this whole trademark situation, which is why in the previous clips you guys just watched, I went in on the trademark situation because I didn't know about it until then. I didn't know about it until the girls from Do We Know Them podcast say that they were served some documents from her legal team. She waited an entire month to speak out about this because you know why? Since the Do We Know Them podcast clips came out there and said like, yeah, she trademarked the racial slurs that she made, that was the only reason why that thing blew up. And then there were a bunch of people in her comment section saying like, so you trademark racial slurs? Everyone was like just making fun of it. People were saying like, Afro Queen, you trademarked this post too? People were flooding her comments, and you know when people start flooding your comments over something you did, that's when you know the situation is out there. So then articles started coming out. I haven't seen much YouTube videos on it, but just know a lot of TikToks were being made about it, and that's when Alix realized, hey, too much people know about this. Now I gotta say something. It's most likely not because the legal team said not to. Actually, it can be 50-50. It could be because not much people knew besides, and people in that hate page, which I totally hate. Like, I actually hate pages. Like, if I see anybody making a hate page, I know I'd be talking crap and talking smack, and I have, you know, me and you kind of be gossiping a little, but don't make a whole page dedicated to one person. That's crappy behavior. And even though like whether or not Alix might actually be racist, I will never ever support sending hate to her, harassing her. As with anyone on this platform, I don't care your political views, I don't care anything about you. I might deeply don't like you, but please, you guys will never catch me supporting any hate page towards anybody. Opinion is opinion, but hate is hate. In the absence of my addressing this, my silence allowed others to fill the void with rumors that simply aren't true. Ooh, she made time to attack the rumors? Okay. One rumor in particular is that I tried to trademark my old posts, which is absolutely ridiculous and untrue. Okay, so now this threw me off completely, because I know the girls from the Do We Know Them podcast for sure did not make this up. I'm pretty sure they rechecked the email that sent it to them, and it had to look legit enough for them to address this in their podcast episode, because legal teams, especially legal teams that represent influencers, have to have a pretty legit email that says, yes, this is true, this is a legal team, and this represents who the person is. Because like I said in my other video, there's always room for misunderstanding when it comes to even reading legal documents. But I trust that they had a lawyer that at least said like, yeah, this is what they are serving you with. So maybe she did not trademark her post, but if her name is trademarked and her Ask FM name alone is trademarked, which is easily Googleable, but I don't feel like doing it, you can pretty much see like if this is true or not. I just thought, gave it the benefit of doubt that it was pending. I'm leaning towards the side that maybe they did serve them with something for that, you know, the Reddit post and whatever it might be, but it might not have specifically said that they trademarked the racial post, or maybe they did and she's doubling down on it. I don't know, but if she said that it's not true, it's not true, but I do believe there's some truth to them actually sending legal documents towards the Do We Know Them podcast. What am I saying? Another is that a brand announced they are no longer working with me, even though we have never been in conversation with them about a partnership in any capacity. So I did see a screenshot alleging that a brand dropped Alix Earle. I can't remember the brand name, but if I do, I'll post it on the screen. I find it hilarious that she made time to announce that, hey, I'm not facing any consequences whatsoever, and my bag will not be affected because I said racial slurs. And I just want to clarify that she didn't even go deeper into the whole trademark situation, because that's what people truly cared about. But I also feel like she said this because she don't want this to cause a domino effect in case any other brands see that, hey, this brand dropped her because she said this, we don't want this to represent us, so we're gonna drop her too. So I do feel like she said this to kind of save her bag a little bit, but also like it came off like she's bragging to us, which is kind of weird to throw into apology about being racist, because I feel like that would be the last thing you try to clarify, is that you're not being affected. Like, thank you, Alix, thank you. That apology, I know you're so sorry. Regardless of what's being said online, I wanted to come on here to address the facts and most importantly apologize. Yeah, that was a temporary apology which I deeply felt, and I know she's so sorry about it. You know what you should do next time? Leave it as your profile picture for 2 hours. The shorter the time, the more sincere it feels. She made sure that this will not be something permanent on her page. This will not be attached to her name. It will not be attached to her TikTok, her Instagram, no matter what social you go to. It will not be attached. And I know it's common for people to like write out their apologies and post posted on something like Twitter, but at least that's permanent. Like, people know where to go back and trace this apology to confirm, like, yes, this was said. But to put it on your story, which only lasts 24 hours, is a crazy and actually old, lazy move that a lot of people do. And it leads me to believe, like, none of this is sincere at all. It just screams how serious she's taking this. And it just screams how she views this whole situation. It's probably just a, shut up, leave me alone. I apologize. Here you go. Now stop commenting. And it's so crazy because afterwards she posted on her story a picture of soup. This is so hilarious, y'all. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. It's okay to disagree with me. I really don't care. It's okay to agree. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to, like, be neutral. Whatever your opinion is about it, let me know. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and let me know what you guys think of this entire situation. Am I buying this apology? Hell no. Do I think Alix Earle cares about her image? That's what she cares about. Do I think she understands what she did? Up till now, no. Like I said, she matched the person stereotype. But everything in this video is my opinions, and I would like to know your opinions as well, whether or not you agree with me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. And also, guys, I found the perfect setup. Like, I finally found the perfect place to set up my camera, and I am obsessed. See you guys. Complete the heart now. Okay, good.